On the far side of the summer sea lie two of the world's greatest mysteries, Sothoryos and Ulthos. These continents are cloaked in shadow and legend, far removed from the familiar lands of knights and castles. Sothoryos, south of Essos and Westeros, is a vast untamed land. Ulthos, even further, is little more than a name on the edge of the map. Here, nature reigns supreme and unforgiving, swallowing explorers who dare to chart its shores. The detailed maps of Westeros and the free cities fade into blankness south of the Basilisk Isles. Here be everything else. Sothoryos is called the Green Hell, a name earned by countless failed expeditions. Ulthos is even less understood, a dark shape on the world's edge. These continents are the final frontier, reminders that even in a world of empires, some places remain dangerously unknown. What draws people here? The timeless allure of the undiscovered, rumors of gold, rare woods, and exotic beasts. Yet these promises are illusions. The true nature of Sothoryos and Ulthos is a primal world resisting human ambition. The stories that return are not of triumph, but of loss and madness. As we journey into these lost worlds, we must remember, we are not masters here, only visitors in a realm that does not welcome us. This is a journey into the heart of darkness, where the familiar laws of our world no longer apply. Sothoryos is a world of extremes. Dense jungles, suffocating humidity, and a landscape painted in menacing shades of green and brown. The northern coast is a wall of colossal trees and tangled vines, their canopies blotting out the sun. Inland, the jungle gives way to fetid swamps and sprawling mangroves, cut by sluggish, dangerous rivers like the Zamoyos. These waterways are the only paths through the land, but offer no safety. Unstable banks, biting insects, and hidden predators abound. Volcanoes loom along the southern coasts, spewing ash and smoke, their barren slopes a stark contrast to the overwhelming green. Sothoryos is a land of creation and destruction, constantly remaking itself. Of Ulthos, even less is known. Sailors speak of jungles denser and darker than Sothoryos, with trees so vast that sunlight never touches the ground. If Sothoryos is the Green Hell, Ulthos is something older, a world untouched by civilization, where nature exists in its purest, most terrifying form. Here, the land itself is the greatest mystery. Survival in Sothoryos is a battle against a world that seems to reject human life. Enormous reptiles haunt the rivers, giant apes and carnivorous lizards stalk the jungles, and wyverns, vicious, dragon-like beasts, rule the skies. Wyverns are common here, their screeches a warning of sudden violent death. But the most insidious threat is invisible: disease. Blood boil, green fever, weeping sickness and grayscale can wipe out entire expeditions in weeks. Even the native peoples are only partially immune. For outsiders, every bite, sip and breath is a risk. The Giscari and Valyrians tried to settle here, but their colonies fell to plague and madness. The jungle itself seems to fight back, its creatures, diseases and climate conspiring to repel all intruders. Sothoryos guards its secrets with unmatched ferocity. Here, failure is the rule, not the exception. Despite its hostility, Sothoryos is not empty. The brindled men, tall and powerfully built, live in small nomadic tribes, masters of survival in their unforgiving homeland. Fiercely territorial, they view outsiders with suspicion, shaped by centuries of conflict with slavers and colonizers. There are whispers of stranger peoples, lizard men in the swamps, eyeless cave dwellers, but these are likely tales born of fear. The Basilisk Isles, just offshore, are a haven for pirates and slavers who prey on ships and raid the jungles for captives. Life here is precarious. Natives rely on jungle knowledge, while pirates survive through violence and opportunism. No lasting kingdoms or cities have taken root. Only small pockets of humanity endure. They do not rule Sothoryos, they merely survive, dwarfed by the wilderness. In the green hell, existence is a daily struggle. Scattered through Sothoryos are ruins that hint at a history older and stranger than any human record. The most famous is Yen, a city built from greasy black stone that absorbs light and defies the jungle's advance. Its immense alien structures and non-Euclidean geometry disorient all who enter. On the Basilisk Isles, the Isle of Toads holds a monstrous toad god statue, carved from the same black stone. The city of Gogossos, once a Giscari colony, was built atop even older black stone ruins, its final days marked by plague and dark magic. These structures are unlike anything else in the world, neither Giscari nor Valyrian. Their origins a mystery. Maesters cannot identify the stone or its builders. The ruins offer no inscriptions, only silence. The brindled men shun these places, and even pirates avoid Yen. These ruins are chilling reminders that humanity is not the first, nor the most powerful civilization to walk this earth. Their purpose and creators remain one of the world's greatest unsolved riddles. Sothoryos is a graveyard of ambitions, a place where empires come to die. The impenetrable jungle, rampant disease, and ferocious wildlife make large-scale civilization impossible. The Giscari Empire tried to colonize the coast, but plagues and predators destroyed their settlements. The Valyrian freehold, with all its dragons, could only hold a few coastal outposts. Even dragonfire could not conquer disease. Princess Nymeria and her Rhoynar refugees also failed, abandoning their cities after a decade of struggle. Every attempt to tame Sothoryos ends the same way, with defeat and retreat. The land cannot be ruled, only endured. Sothoryos and Ulthos stand as stark lessons. Some places are not meant for human dominion. Here, nature's rule is absolute and unchallengeable. Empires come and go, but the green hell endures. The black stone ruins of Yen and the Basilisk Isles raise a haunting question. Who built them? These structures predate all known civilizations, their origins lost in the mists of time. Some maesters speculate about the Deep Ones, an amphibious, fish-like race, or link the ruins to the Bloodstone Emperor and the Long Night. The oily, sea-worn stone and toad-like statues suggest a non-human, possibly aquatic civilization. Others whisper of a dark god from the Far East whose followers built with this cursed stone. Whatever their origin, these ruins represent a power both ancient and alien, their architecture defying human understanding. The silence of these places is their most frightening feature. A legacy of a vanished, unknowable force. The shadow of these ancient architects lingers, a reminder of mysteries beyond our grasp. Compared to Westeros and Essos, Sothoryos and Ulthos are worlds apart. Westeros is tamed by humanity, castles, cities, roads, and managed lands. Essos, though diverse, is defined by empires, trade, and civilization. In these lands, the greatest threats are often other people. Sothoryos and Ulthos, by contrast, are places where humanity is not the dominant force. Civilization is a fleeting exception, the wilderness is the rule. Here, the struggle is not for power, but for survival against overwhelming natural forces. These continents remain on the periphery. Too dangerous, too alien, too resistant to conquest, they are a humbling reminder of the limits of human power. As our exploration ends, Sothoryos and Ulthos remain shrouded in mystery. We have glimpsed their savage beauty and ancient ruins, but barely scratched the surface. Their vast interiors are unknown, their secrets locked away in jungle and time. The enigma of these lands lures explorers, scholars and dreamers alike. Perhaps one day their secrets will be revealed, or perhaps they will remain unconquered as they always have. Their true value may lie in their very existence, wild, untamed and unconquered. They remind us that the world is larger and stranger than we imagine, and that nature's power endures. For now, Sothoryos and Ulthos keep their secrets, waiting at the edge of the known world.